Hey everyone, it is Yesenia Phoummarath here with Picket Realty, and I am so excited to give you guys a sneak peek into one of the powerhouse women joining us at the HTX Realtor Revolution. Boss women, big deals, bold impact. It's taking place June 3rd at the Real Estate Investment Center. So I'd like for you guys to meet Erika Basurto. She is a real estate investor and all around boss woman who's inspiring change and confidence everywhere she goes. So, hey, Erika, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Hi, thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited to be talking to you today, to people who listen to us and people who's going to attend to the event in June 3rd.
Yeah. No, we're so excited to have you. And ultimately, we just wanted to give everyone a sneak peek of who you are, why should they come to this event, and kind of just get them like excited to come and come with questions, right? So they can speak with you personally and kind of pick your brain. But ultimately, can you tell us a little bit more about who you are, what you do, and what really inspired you into getting into this line of work?
Of course. Well, I am Erika Basurto. I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico City and I live since 2008 in Houston, Texas. I'm an immigrant and I came here like just with my two kids. And as many other stories you have heard of immigrants, we start working and right now living the dream. Finally, what I do, what is my passion, is in the industry of real estate. I do investments. That is my principal line of work. I do some coaching for new investors. I also teach and educate the Hispanic community in the whole country, educating them in the right way to invest, how to buy properties, how to sell them, how to run numbers, and all that information that they need to become investors. It doesn't matter where they come from, it doesn't matter if they speak English or not. Doing the right thing is always the best thing to do.
Good. So when you're saying real estate investment, like, is there a particular niche that you focus on? Are you really well-rounded, or is there a favorite niche that you have?
Wholesaling is my favorite part of the business. That's how I started in 2015 doing wholesaling. You know, it's the thing that everybody says is easier to do with no money. And when you have no money and they tell you they can do this with no money, you said, that is what I want to do. But then I found out that it takes much more than only that feel like doing it, you know, and I educate myself and I started doing it. Then from there, I started purchasing properties, building my portfolio, my own properties, and now I also do some investment and commercial. Just started last year in commercial. I also help investors who come from other countries with investor visas to introduce them to the market. I educate about how to do it. So I do some consulting too about investments. It's just my investment, my properties, wholesaling, finding properties for these investors who are looking. You must know many people are asking you, find me a property to do a fix and flip, find me a property to for a rental, to a buy and hold. So what I do is
Right.
I find those properties and bring them to investors too.
Excellent. So, like, for those realtors that don't know what wholesaling mean, I don't want to get into it now because it's just like a whole like explanation of it. But for those realtors who are curious about what wholesaling is, come to the event because you'll get to find out a little bit more of what that means, how to get into it, speaking with Erica and her sharing her journey and all of this. I know one of the other questions I asked you is what initially inspired you to like get into this field?
I needed to pay my bills. I needed to pay my rent.
That's
I was,
inspiring enough, right?
yeah, absolutely. I didn't even know what I was getting into. I just needed to pay whatever I needed to pay at the moment. And then I realized the potential of this business. So that way, when I learned all the potential the business had, and then if you have the potential in you and you find out that potential in you, then you can apply it to this industry. It's just that
Yeah.
that made me open my eyes and say, wait a minute, I'm working making $9 an hour. And then in just one deal, this person made $60,000. Is the money I'm making 2 years. And this person just made it in a couple months. What should I do?
Right.
So yeah, that's
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, that's motivational enough right there for sure, right? making ends meet and finding out that there's other people making this type of money and it's something that you love. So ultimately that's important, right? Is that you love what you do, because when you love what you do, then it shows when you're educating people and when you're going through the process and going through that explanation. So that's pretty awesome that this is what you dove into. So as of now in your professional development, is there something that you're just so proud of that you've accomplished?
Yeah, of course. And it's more than the financial part of my life. That thank God is like I'm in a point of my life that I have everything I need and a little bit more. But more than that is how when you have enough and you are now able to help others. First, my family, like my sister, my nephews, my sons, and now the community, going to different cities to speak in front of 800 Hispanic people who doesn't even speak English and teach them how to invest. And then you see them buying properties. Now they have 3, 5, 10 properties. Many of them have even apartments, commercial shopping centers. And you see that you are planting a lot of seeds in this country. So that makes you proud of not only what you have done for yourself, but how you can contribute to this country when you get so much from it, and how you can contribute to help other people too. So for me, I think that is the most important when you change your family's next generation's life, and you can change other families and people's life through knowledge that you acquire. You don't get it to yourself. You share it with other people, and then you see it like flourish in the community. So for me, that is the most important.
Admire that because it's one of those where it's not only elevating yourself, right? It's elevating other people and finding that enjoyment of seeing like other people level up as well. I can totally understand the fulfillment. So thank you for your inspiration within the community. I'm sure the people who's been touched by you are very grateful that they've, got to meet you and do business with you. So, as we know, like this next event is all about women empowerment, right? So, for you, what does women empowerment mean?
It means when a woman finds the strength inside of her. People used to say that makes you stronger. It doesn't make you stronger. You are already strong. It's just you don't know it. You haven't applied that strength because maybe you didn't need it before. So for me, it's to be able to find that strength inside of you and use it. You are the base of the society. We have kids, we educate them. We take care of our husbands, our people. So we are like the base of this society. So I think more than only money, more than only your career, is to find out how powerful you are. It doesn't matter if you are at home, if you are a realtor, if you are the president of a country, you are powerful and you have the power to change not only your life, but other people's life using that power and that strength that you have. So that's empowerment, respecting other people's roles, respecting how strong men are and how important they are and how we can work together and collaborate to be more strong in this society, in this country, in this world. I think that's empowerment. It's not about other people, how they see us, how they respect us. It all starts within you, how I see myself, how I respect myself, how I portray myself in front of other people. So I can inspire respect. I can inspire that they love me, that they respect me, and I have more opportunities, not because I'm fighting for them, because thank God we have women in the past who already fight for that. Now we had to make that right to be respected and be honored to have them. So I think we have it. We are in a very amazing time in our lives in this stage of generation because we have many opportunities. We have a lot of tools to make things happen. We just have to be able to identify them, use them, and make a change not only in our lives, our family's lives, but in the community life too.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Like it's as much as being in the real estate realm is tough, I really feel like being a woman in real estate is a tad bit tougher. Sorry, guys. Like we wear so many different hats and juggling and balancing that, like it's very, very tough. And so part of the panelist questions that we will be having at the event is asking those questions like, what were your struggles being a female in this industry and how did you overcome them? Like, how did you get to where you're at now? Those are some questions that we really want to dive into when we do the event. And so we're really excited to have you so we can pick your brain a little bit more. For those that want to hear more from Erika Basurto at our HTX Realtor Revolution, again, that is on June 3rd at the Real Estate Investment Center. Make sure to grab your ticket, bring a friend, and just get ready for some real conversations, some connections, and then just come out feeling confident and ready to create what your next step is to level up here as a woman in real estate. Thank you again, Erica. I really appreciate you taking the time of being here and allowing me to pick your brain. But we look forward to seeing you at the event.
Thank you very much for having me again, and thank you to White Picket, because since I started my journey in 2016, White Picket Realty events were one of the first one I attended to when I didn't know anything about real estate. And I remember seeing Alan giving away some prizes. Actually, I still have this like a pendant that it
Oh,
was a
pendant.
prize. And I still have it to remember those days when I was like lost on those events. And I remember seeing Alan Hernandez and thinking like, wow, this is huge. What do I have to do to be part of this? And I didn't even understand English because, as you can see, my English has an accent. At that moment, I didn't even speak English, so I was kind of lost. But I still have the picture of that day that I was sitting there and looking at everybody and said, I don't fit here, but it would be nice. But now it's a reality, and that's what I want people to know. Maybe today for you it's a dream, and maybe soon it's going to be a reality, as happened to me. So thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, that's exciting. I actually didn't even know that. So that's pretty cool that you started in the very beginning with White Picket. So that's pretty cool. Thank you again, Erica. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you
Thank you
being
very
here.
much. See you on
Until
June
next
3rd.
time.